Singapore companies that are already moving their facilities to the Johor-Singapore Special Economic Zone say they could face certain challenges, like a lack of skilled manpower there. In fact, as Rebecca Mateo finds out, smaller businesses think they may not benefit much.
Fresh and packed with nutrients, these veggies by a Singapore-based agri-tech farm are popular in many dishes. Soon, their prices are going to be cheaper because of a new farm that will be built in Johor. The farm is branching out with a Malaysian state-owned firm to grow around 400 kilograms of these plants. Grown indoors, they will have everything needed to thrive no matter the weather outside.
There's a lot of challenges farming in Singapore with a lot of rising cost factors. So currently, I think with the kind of opportunities in SEZ, we're actually scaling down production in Singapore and actually looking at ramping up production in Malaysia. So I mean, it's easily more than 50 times the kind of capacity that we're looking at.
Mr. Yeo says the smaller Singapore farm will focus on research to increase crop size among others. It's among Singapore firms eager to tap the easier movement of people and goods under the Johor-Singapore Special Economic Zone or JSSEZ.
This yarn sensor, so this is one of the most complicated products that we've built.
Some are already there, like this electronics manufacturing firm with a facility at Senai in Johor, running since October last year. It's the latest in a global network of factories that includes China and Europe.
So because of that, having invested in our Johor as well as Penang facility, it gives us this operational resiliency to meet our customers' requirements. Because we can not just have a second site in case of some issue or in case of a backup, but not just that, it also offers this whole expertise along the entire region that we are operating in.
The facility can run up to 4 production lines for electronics used in hospital equipment. The agency that helps Singapore firms venture overseas, Enterprise-SG, says that what attracts them are the cheaper and more available resources and talent. But it doesn't mean moving lock, stock and barrel.
They are thinking about what kind of operation to retain in Singapore and what operations to site in Johor to maximize the market benefits that they can get. So for Singapore businesses that are keen to tap the opportunities into the JSSEZ, Enterprise Singapore can support these firms via the Market Readiness Assistance Scheme or the Enterprise Financing Scheme. This would help companies offset some of the costs incurred when they are venturing overseas.
Based on a poll conducted by the Singapore Manufacturing Federation, around 15% of its members are looking to expand their operations into Johor. The Federation's president says the interest is coming from midstream and downstream supply chain companies, including those in transportation and storage, as well as companies that convert raw materials into finished products. Mr. Tan says as part of their strategy to diversify beyond China, being next door to Singapore also lets them tap its strong supply chain, access to capital and global links. But there are lingering concerns.
We want to know after we invest, there's really a proper authority and government official to look after the investees to make sure that when they need the permits. In Johor, it's well known that they also face a labour shortage. Well, I mean, not just labour shortage, also especially skilled labour. So we do not want a situation that you set up a plant quickly, spankling and nice, and then you can't find workers.
These concerns are probably why not everyone is rushing into the SEZ, especially the smaller firms.
Many would have some memory of the previous economic zone that was supposed to set up, which was Iskandar. And they would have some memories of how, there were certain goals, visions that were never fulfilled. So they may be would likely be more reticent about participation too early in the stage and hedge their bets a bit.
Under the bilateral initiative, sectors that will benefit include manufacturing, logistics and food security.